And then comes the last part, that God will heal. We've seen it in John 5. But in 2 Chronicles 7, we see it at the end of the process. It says that if you humble yourself and seek my face, and then I'll heal your land. Now, we can move beyond that physical concept of land and look at the fact that land can be your life. You as a person. And it says that when I humble myself and I'm going through these steps, I'm asking God, I'm seeking Him, I'm believing Him, I'm trusting Him, and now God is healing. And this is that process of turning away from sin and following God and God acting. Again, and the element that God will heal is that He is capable of it. And God has promised you that if you humble yourself, seek His face, that He will heal you. Now this is the one important thing we need to delineate here, is that there's different types of healing. If you remember the other week, I talked about how sometimes it's physical, sometimes it's emotional, sometimes it's spiritual, sometimes it's intertwined. And we talked about how God sometimes goes beyond what I think I need to what I really need. And we see that when He says go and sin no more, is that He always takes it to the heart of the matter. Rather than just simply saying, okay, you're physically healed, He said, now let's deal with the heart. Let's deal with your relationship with me. He didn't ask that question. But God went there because that's what really matters. This is the point when I realize that God does what He says He's going to do. This is the point when we're receiving the answer and that God has done what He says He's going to do. And if we're still waiting on that answer to come, or at this point when that's going to happen, is that I am in my mind around the fact that God has answered me and He's true to His word and He's going to do it, and that's my mindset. God tells us that your faith has healed us. This is the point when you received your answer. This is that point when all the questioning, all the asking, all the seeking has come to fruition. And God says to you, your faith is healed.